And I'm hella young. They call me Zombie Ray.
The next topic we're going to discuss on Boxing Bros are comments that were made by Shelly Finkel. Here's a report from Essentially Sports in which Shelly Finkel states Deontay Wilder's manager rubbishes bicep injury rumors. Former WBC champion Deontay Wilder's manager Shelly Finkel recently put an end to rumors surrounding Wilder's injury during training camp. In an interview with WBN, Finkel talked about the injury. He said Deontay Wilder banged his arm in training. It was nothing. Who is the guy Junior fought? When the time is right, we will give more information on the third fight. We will be making an announcement in the next 2 weeks. When we are ready, we will let you know. But Deontay is focused on the third fight. Most of what is being written now is not worth a response. Deontay wants revenge in the rematch, he added. So, Shelly Finkel says that it's baloney that Deontay Wilder went into the fight with a bicep injury, and he said most of the things being written does not deserve a response. He didn't say anything about glove gate, dents in the head, autopsies, none of that. And this is a direct source, someone who has direct access and who is authorized to speak for Deontay Wilder, and those are his comments. So I'm going to start this one off with resident Wilder fan, G. What are your thoughts on Shelly Finkel's comments about Wilder won the third fight and that most of the things being reported are written aren't worth a response?
Well, I'll say this. Salute to Shelly, because obviously he's a businessman. He understands, hey, why tear down your fighter by saying, yeah, he's injured, right? We need to build up this third fight. So he's like, nah, Wilder wants revenge. Wilder is focused. He's not injured. He just had a little mishap during training. We want this fight. And I think he's saying all the right things. Obviously, you know, a lot of the conspiracies that were on YouTube, like, come on, man. I wouldn't respond either if I was Wilder myself. You know, like some of these things are just so outrageous, right? So I think Shelly's just saying, hey, you know what? We just want to get back in the ring. You know, you're going to hear from us in like 2 weeks, which is great because I'm like, you got to promote the fight because if we don't hear from Wilder, we're going to assume the fight's not happening, you know, and it's not fair to all parties, PBC included, you know, if Wilder chooses not to say anything. So it's good to hear that Shelly's reaffirming, you know, the boxing community that Wilder's going to come out soon in the next 2 weeks and the trilogy's on. So I like all this good news, in my opinion.
Trill Dollar Bill, what are your thoughts?
Man, I don't want to disagree with G at all. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to disagree with G at all. But I got to. The reason why is because I don't want to hear from Shelly Finkel. I don't want to hear from
Shelly Finkel.
I don't want to hear from him. Like it's always somebody else coming out. There's always somebody else talking. I don't want to hear from him. This is it's cool. Everything he's saying is cool. I dig everything he's saying, and I can walk with you on that one, G. I dig everything that he's saying, but I don't want to hear it from him. I want to hear from the champ.
Rightfully so.
Like you the champ. You was the baddest man in the planet. You know what I'm saying? Like you acting like a diva now. You sending everybody else out here to talk. Why you the champion? Like, yo, nothing was wrong with my bicep. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna get him back on the third fight. This is nothing. Like I don't get it. And you sending out now you can poor shit. He's shaking. He's sending him out to talk. This is crazy. This is crazy. That's just all. That's how I feel. He's scared. You sitting here, poor little man out there. I don't know, but it's cool. It's cool. I just mad that it's not Deontay. You know, oh, we gonna give it. Tell us in 2 weeks. We're gonna have an announcement for you in 2 weeks. Really? It's that serious? That serious? You're like, come on, man. You making it look bad. You got. Oh, it's gonna take me time. They got.
Yeah, I think in 2 more weeks he's gonna, you know, the bicep brace is gonna be off, so he'll be good by then. You know,
to talk.
He was guns. He was all right.
I know. I seen him on the 50 cal.
Right, that is true.
You know what I'm saying?
It must be all right. You know what I'm saying?
To hold that. Listen, I don't know, man. I just want to hear from Deontay Wilder. I don't need no statement like, hey, listen, on 2 weeks we're gonna talk. Like, come on, you the champ. You know what I'm saying? You the champ. Rep for your people. It's Bomb Squad. Start drawing this out, making it all dramatic, like on some diva stuff. They already got you twerking. Now you know what I'm saying? This is crazy. That's how I feel. I want to hear from the Bomb Squad king. That's who I want to hear from. Deontay Wilder.
Well, you're gonna hear from Bomb Squad K. You hear me? When it comes, if y'all familiar with spades, when it comes to spades, Deontay Wilder had the books of excuses. He was cutting with excuses, cutting my bicep, my suit, my legs, my zombie apocalypse, dead in my head, Bloodgate. And now he sends out his manager to renege all of that. Boy, I want my books. I need my 3 books on all of those false calls. You know what I'm saying? I need that. And we not letting that slide at all, yo. And if 2 weeks go by and we don't get the fight date set up, there's going to be trouble. Big problems.
Trouble.
Ned, basically what you're saying is Deontay Wilder's a re-nigga.
Yes. He's a re-nigga.
Right. Listen, before I can even dive into this, there's one thing that has always been on my mind when I saw Shelly Finkel. It was just like familiarity. Like, I've seen this guy before, and now I know why he looks so familiar to me. Because he looked like Mr. Burns. Shelly.
Smithers.
I think the same thing when I seen. I was like,
yo, Shelly. So Deontay Wilder, not only has he gone silent, his team is making up every excuse in the book. He's letting everybody and their mama talk for him. He's managed by Mr. Burns. It can't get any worse. And we all know Burns is a snake, no sir. But when it comes to this, for me, it's promising. One, because you have someone who actually has the authority, an agent of Deontay Wilder, saying that he intends to go through with the 3rd fight. So that's a good thing. When you hear from secondary sources, third hand, and all types of comments, it really doesn't mean nothing. But Shelly Finkel is someone who's an agent of Deontay Wilder and actually has the authority to enter into contracts and negotiate contracts with Deontay Wilder. So hearing him say that is promising. However, what is not so promising is hearing him say they're going to announce this in 2 weeks. How come we can't announce more now? So that leads me to think, is Shelly Finkel still trying to convince Deontay Wilder to take the 3rd fight? And he's going to need 2 more weeks to do it? I don't know. There are reports that the fight is being targeted. The target date for the fight is December 19th. Hopefully that fight will happen then. But it's nice to hear from someone who has direct access to Deontay Wilder. And like I was telling my bros, we're not hearing from Deontay Wilder's nieces, aunties, mothers, cousins, brothers, wife, sisters, sister-in-laws, dad, that Deontay Wilder has a dent in his head, right? Shelly Finkel, he already came and shot down rumors that Deontay Wilder went into the fight with torn bicep. And then he said this: most of the stuff being written isn't worth making a statement about. And to me, what he's doing is shutting down all association with the rhetoric that has been pushed and promoted on YouTube channels. And of course, they push it on YouTube channels, so credible articles pick it up and write about it. I've seen, I think, a World Boxing News, all the credible sources that you can cite have written about Glovegate and the nonsense, but only because it's being reported by these YouTube channels. And Shelly Finkel's already trying to disassociate himself with that by saying it's not even worth a response. And I guarantee you, once again, I said this, you will not hear Wilder say any of this stuff. It won't come from his mouth and it won't come from Shelly's mouth. Doesn't mean they're not feeding the beast and they're not behind the scenes pulling the strings on the puppet masters. But we got something coming up later about those puppet masters, by the way. Shout outs to G for this. But we got something about those puppet masters later. But what this tells me is that there's a strong chance Wilder's going to take the third fight, which I'm happy about. And, you know, that the rumors that you've been hearing, you're not going to hear it come from Shelly Finkel or Deontay Wilder, meaning stop the nonsense. No more hate, glove gate, Fury and 8.
Let us know how you feel. Please like and subscribe and check us out on Instagram, Twitter. Facebook is down right now, but you can check out our podcast on all major streaming services. This is the Boxing Bros. We're going to get it fixed.
Facebook is still down.
It's crazy.
It was full.
Man, it's us.
It was full, but now it's down.
True Dollar Bill, Caden, G, the TBE. You know what it is?
Catch me creeping down the dark street. This is where me and the zombies meet. Guarantee we all gonna eat. It's Zombie Ray again with HD. I'm a zombie in the night, you better run from me. Zombie Ray in the house, you better run, homie. Brought a mask and some gloves with some thugs with me. I came to do damage, you wanna purge with me. Super Saiyan zombie, I'll be